After a race to find the ideal maximum displacement for the adventure bike genre, Suzuki has now turned its attention towards seeking out the bottom of the effective envelope with a new in 2017 V-Strom 250. This A2 license-compliant ride is bound for the entry-level market with much the same look as its bigger brothers in spite of its diminutive power plant and a similar affinity for long-distance trips. The mill is tweaked for the purpose with 25 ponies on tap and a smooth delivery. And of course, the 250 sports plenty of secure storage and storage options for your cargo, so you can actually do some proper touring with it, right off the showroom floor. What else has Suzuki got going on with its mini adverb? Let's find out. A Cyclops headlight rides nestled atop the entry with a small, vented windshield to give the rider some protection without adding the kind of drag you get from a full-size screen. Turn signal standoffs finish off the forward lighting, and while they don't look bad, they could look better integrated with the mirrors or into some stock handguards. I say stock because currently, the guards are an optional accessory only. An LCD instrument cluster comes with a brow to shade the screen from light sources ahead of the bike, but little else. Below all of that, the fairing opens up into an abbreviated cowling that helps guide the incoming air over the radiator and engine then away from the rider, and since the 250 is rather open, the convection has little chance to accumulate, even when stationary. A 4.5-gallon fuel tank gives the 250 that adventuresome profile that so clearly sets it apart from other standard-based machines with plenty of drop to the pilot's seat to put the rider in the bike. The rider's triangle allows for a relaxed, upright posture, but isn't necessarily very good for standing on the pegs. It's a little cramped for most body types. Granted, that probably isn't an issue for most of us, but there it is anyway. A slight rise up to the P-pad leaves the rider with a nice butt bucket and the passenger with an elevated platform that should deliver plenty of visibility and fresh air. Subframe mounted, flip-up foot pegs and grab rails complete the usual equipment, but if you spring for one of the optional touring packages you'll get the top case that comes with a built-in backrest for even more comfort and security. A pair of hard cases add to the storage capacity that comes with the optional packages and give the 250 its road trip ability and grocery getting capacity with plenty of potential to make a solid little commuter if you skin the checkbook for the accessories. As with the lights up front, the taillight is neatly recessed into the tip of the tail but the turn signals are mounted on whiskers. A rather longish mudguard contains the spray out back and mounts the tag to wrap things up. Overall, in spite of its compact size it still manages to hit all the usual advert bike design characteristics without it looking forced. A single down-tube/double cradle frame provides the structure and completely supports the engine rather than using the mill as a structural member. You can barely see all of it though, as the radiator and bash plate conceal most of it. Right way up, hydraulic forks support the front end with a rectangular cross-section, yoke-style swingarm and coil-over shock to handle business out back. No gadgety, really, the stems are straight up vanilla with naught but the courtesy preload adjuster out back to control the ride quality, and the non-adjustable forks deliver a firm overall ride that ain't perfect but is better than being too soft. At 414 pounds, the 250 can get away with a single pedal cut disc up front to match the one out back, especially with the ABS oversight that comes as part of the standard equipment package. Symmetrical wheels round out the rolling chassis with 17-inch cast aluminum rims and a 110/80 and 140/70 hoop on the front and rear, respectively. Yeah, the chassis is rather simple, but that's not unexpected given the displacement and price point. Suzuki drives its littlest V-Strom with a 248cc parallel twin power plant. Liquid cooling makes it more comfortable and reliable in stop-and-go conditions with the additional benefit of damping the mechanical noises within the cases for an overall quieter ride. The engine is laid out with a 53.5mm bore and 55.2mm stroke with an 11.5:1 compression ratio that'll put you at the premium pump every time. Electronic fuel injection and ignition systems manage the engine, but that's as far as the fandanglery goes as this machine mounts nothing in the way of traction control or rider modes. That's okay, It's meant to be a simple bike, and of course, there's the price to consider. Power flows through a standard clutch and a 6-speed, constant mesh transmission with a claimed 25 horsepower at 8,000 revolutions per minute and 17.26 pound-feet of torque at 6,500. To be honest, that's a little weak for the weight, and by the time you add a passenger's weight and some cargo, you can expect to have difficulty pulling hills and getting up to highways speeds. Still, it's appropriate for the entry level and riders looking for a non-threatening commuter. The stock 2018 V-Strom 250 rolls for £4,599. Buyers looking for the full cargo capacity will have to spring for the Adventure Accessory Pack at £549 or the £999 Grand Tourer Accessory Pack, or buy the bags individually. As for colors, buyers can expect to choose between Pearl Nebular Black, Metallic Diamond Red, or a Pearl Nebular Black, Solid Dazzling Cola Yellow two-tone colorway. Thanks for watching.